Welcome back, guys. Today's video is 6 habits that have made me a happier person. So welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, my name is Jess, and in today's video we'll be talking about 6 habits that have made me a happier person. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. All right, so habit number 1 is definitely slowing down. So I find the lives that we're living in modern day, we are just all living faster paced lives. Slowing down sometimes just does not feel like an option, but I promise you, if you practice slowing down, everything will still work out just the same. I find if you just stop for 10 minutes, you'll be able to think a little bit clearer. Slowing down doesn't mean slowing down within the time that you've given yourself, but maybe you need to create more time in your routine to give yourself the chance to slow down. I like to get up a little bit earlier. I love to sit in bed, have a coffee. I sit there for 20 minutes, nothing to worry about. I find by scheduling in this time to slow down is one way that I can make myself happier. So that's more scheduling in the slow time. Another example of slowing down is when you are on a time limit and you're feeling overwhelmed, your sleeve's getting caught on the door handle, you're dropping a cup of coffee, you can't find something, you're walking back and forward through the house, oh, I forgot my keys, oh, I forgot my hat. So just by stopping for a moment, pausing, getting yourself into this present state of just breathing, being with yourself, and go, okay, my heart rate's slowed down now. Taking a deep breath. What do I need to do to get to where I need to be? So there are 2 examples. One's creating the time to slow down, and one is actually slowing down when your time limit is running out. So just learn to take that breath and be within the present. And I promise life is not going to fall apart if you're late. Okay, so another habit that has made me happier is getting outside more often. I got stuck in this whole routine of getting up, getting ready for the day, going to work, my inside office job, coming home, making dinner, going to the gym, it was inside, taking kids to swimming lessons, inside, basketball, inside. Everything I was doing was inside. I really wanted to make a shift in my life and start being outside a little bit more. And the ways that I have done that is by stepping outside in the morning. Instead of checking my weather app to see what the weather is, I'll actually go outside and see what it actually feels like. Also, getting outside of an evening, what a better way than to look at the stars. Maybe this is also a hobby that you could take up. I know there's apps where you can track the stars. I absolutely love it. I love going out. I'm in Australia, so I look up, I'm like, oh, there's the Southern Cross, there's the Milky Way. It's absolutely beautiful. So finding hobbies outside that make you happy as well is a great way to get a little bit more outside and get us happy. That's where we started from, you know. We didn't have all these houses and buildings back in caveman days. We are made to be outside. So let's get out, get back to our more natural roots and feel the sunshine, the stars, and the breeze. Why not? So another habit that has made me a happier person is by finding a hobby. So I've always loved cooking and I've always been okay at cooking, but the past couple of months I've really taken the time to sort of get more fresh ingredients and cook my food from scratch, try different recipes, a bit more savory, a bit more sweet. I've never ever been into baking, trying to bake, just trying to make more of my food from scratch, but it's more about having a hobby. So I have found it really exciting to give something a go that I don't usually do, and it's given me a little bit more purpose and meaning within my life. It's made me quite happy. It's given me a new skill. Some other hobbies that I do have coming up is I'm actually planning, this is long term, but I really want to go to base camp. So that'll sort of be like a hobby that I'll be working on long term. I need to look into everything I need to do to be fit enough, strong enough, to get there and to do this trip. It's something I actually wanted to do from the age of, I was 8 years old when I decided to do this. So in my 30s now, it's something I just don't want to keep waiting for. So that's going to be sort of like a hobby, but like a journey that I'll be working on to get there. So I know that's one extreme to another, but they're both giving me such a purpose, such a meaning, something that's mine. And as a mother, as a wife, working in multiple jobs, sometimes you can feel like you don't have something that's just for you, but you can also share it with others as well. Find a hobby, find something you enjoy, get into it, and I promise with those new skills, you're going to grow and your mind and your body are going to thank you for it. Another habit that will make you a happier person is decluttering. I'm not the queen at decluttering, but I would say I think I am pretty good at decluttering. I like to declutter my house. I like to declutter my wardrobe. I love to do a digital declutter. I love to declutter my car. I find I have my weekly resets where I reset the whole house. I reset the groceries, the sheets, the bedding, like give the house a clean over. But a deep declutter can be so beneficial to making you feel happy because it'll make you have a happier life. You won't have to go look for things. Things won't be hiding. You won't go through your phone and your storage is always getting full. You won't get in your car and you're like, oh, this feels yuck. There's nothing worse than getting in your car and you've got wrappers everywhere. You've got a jumper here, a gym towel there, some shoes, and you're like, oh, I was looking for these. I promise it will make you feel a lot lighter because you don't have as many things. I guess that's also going into like minimalism, depending on what level that suits you. I like to declutter to simplify my lifestyle. Even decluttering your phone book list in your phone, that is something I discovered recently I have not done for years. That was quite a nice declutter. So give it a go, see what you think, take it slow. So another habit that has made me a happier person is budgeting. Now, this is something I'm really, really passionate about. I think I'm quite good at it. I'm happy with how things are going within my budgeting life. I feel like if you know where your money is going, you are going to be a lot less stressed. So I actually like to do weekly check-ins with my finances. I like to do quarterly check-ins and yearly check-ins. So I find doing the quarterly check-ins, you're able to see whether you've signed up to any more subscriptions, whether you're over buying on certain things, whether some bills have gone up, maybe electricity's gone up, your phone bills have gone up. You can call different providers, see if you can get better deals. So I think by budgeting, you are able to have a happier life because without money and looking after it properly, you don't have a roof over your head, you don't have food, you don't have transport, which are, your big threes. You definitely need to make sure those are taken care of. Not being able to cover your bills can be quite stressful, which can lead to you not feeling the happiest within your life. And lastly, the last habit that has helped me become a happier person is planning my schedule. I am a paper diary girl. I have said this countless times in other videos. I love to sit down on a Sunday and plan my week out. I feel it helps me feel invincible. It helps me feel organized. I am not a person that can remember everything. I forget so easily. I find if everything is scheduled into my diary, I am able to take on my week so much more successful than if I didn't. I find having a diary and planning my week ahead, putting in appointments ahead of time blocking, I just feel that I'm able to have a happier life because I know whether I'm coming or going. Making sure we're organized ahead of time for these simple things in lives, just so we can have a happier and healthier life without all the stress of not feeling organized and not feeling like we know what is happening ahead of time. Thanks guys for listening to my video on 6 habits that have made me a happier person. I really hope you liked today's video. As I said earlier, I would really like to make other videos with all of these points on them. Some of them I'm very passionate about and want to go further into. So please, if there is a habit today that I brought up, you want a little bit more information on how I do it, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a video on that one. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll have a lot more videos on self-help, health, fitness, lifestyle, the whole lot. So thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye.